It's very important that you allow your spring maker to work with you during the design process of your assembly. We can take a look at your part and make some recommendations to you whether or not the part is a candidate for pre-plated material or a post-plate application, or even a stainless steel, depending upon where the part's being used. We also can prototype parts for you and help you through this design process again by giving you different ranges of parts so you get to see how a part feels in its assembly. So here's a good example of a torsion spring that, because of the way the part has to be installed, there's actually people that have to grab this part on the end, and so they created the design with a loop on each end so that the end of the wire does not cut into a person's skin. When this part was initially designed, it had a gap that was between the end of the wire and this straight leg on the torsion arm itself. And that gap was wide enough that another spring could go inside of it, because the gap was bigger than 0.39 diameter material, which is what this spring is made from. So consequently, these parts would tangle because that straight arm of wire would go into another spring like this when we were shipping the parts, and you could literally reach into the box and pull up an entire box of parts because they were so intertangled. We had explained that during the design stage that they may want to consider closing that gap up so that it would be less than a 0.39 wire diameter. We made prototypes with it open for the print, and then we closed it up and sent them parts. And immediately they could see the difference between the two, and they eventually changed the print before the part was kicked off at launch to close that gap up. So there's just a good example of how, working with an MW Industries company, we can help lower your costs a little bit during the installation of the part and also give you a better quality product.